Hello, and welcome to the award-winning Bowie Youth Showcase. I'm your host, Jarrell Pittman, and we have a great show lined up for you today. The Ramlingam Dance Studio is back to present their dance routine to the song Rise Up. And then we have the 2017 first place winners of the cybersecurity competition and the solar system competition, the Mars Pathfinders Explorer Journey to Mars. We'll also get to hear from our guys on BYSN, Bowie Youth Showcase News. And last but not least, we have Marco Choice with the story about overcoming obstacles and beating all odds. You don't want to miss this show. Here are the Ramlingam Productions dancers.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round. And you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again. For that we have each other, and we will rise, we will rise, we'll rise, we'll rise. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again.
Hello and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. That was a great dance routine from our ladies. We have more great show lined up for you. But joining me right now, we have Kiera, Drew, Ava, and Evan Valentine. They are the 2017 winners of both the cybersecurity and the solar system competition. How are you guys doing?
We're good.
You're doing good? That's awesome. That's awesome. So how about you just start off introducing yourselves to our audience?
My name's Kiera, Drew. I'm 10 years old and I'm going to the 6th grade.
My name's Evan Valentine and I'm 8 years old and I'm going to the 4th grade.
Okay.
My name's Ava Valentine. I'm 10 years old and I'm going to the 6th grade.
Awesome, awesome. So I've heard that you guys have done quite a bit of cool stuff in the past year. So how long have you been involved with the Patriots? I see you all have Patriots Technology Training Center on your shirts. How long have you been involved with them?
Well, I first got involved actually a few months ago. It hasn't been that long.
Wow.
I mean, we have done many competitions, and when I met Ava and Evan, it was like, wow, we really work well together, and so we just continued from there on.
That's awesome. So Evan, how long have you been with Patriots?
I've been here since 2016.
Okay.
And yeah.
All right. And what about you, Evan?
I came last year, and Patriots has been a great experience, and we've been working on from there. And when I met Kiera, me and my brother, we just formed a really good team with Kiera.
I bet. I mean, you guys are winners, so I'm sure that you're an excellent team. So how did you guys get started in the science and tech? What made you guys join Patriots to begin with?
Well, when I was younger, I used to read a lot of science-themed books, watch science-themed TV shows. I got my circuit board when I was about 8, and I used to tinker a lot with that, like playing Happy Birthday for a Loved One or different things like that. Wow. So I've been really exposed, and also going to the USA Science and Engineering Festivals.
That's amazing. What about you, Adam?
Well, I've been last year I went to NASA and I met a lot of scientists and
it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Ava? What made you decide to want to join the Patriots Center?
Well, I started last year. Well, I started at a different engineering company field, and we did Legos, and then we came to Patriots. We did Legos again. My brother did Legos and I did web design. Then we looked for something more challenging, and we came to cybersecurity, and we worked really well in that.
Wow. So you mentioned cybersecurity. That sounds really cool. So one of you, Kiera, how about you tell me a little bit about what cybersecurity is?
Well, for our competition, the cybersecurity competition, we did a web page and research paper all about the topic, which was cyber policy analysts.
Okay. So, Ava, what is a cyber policy analyst?
They're a cyber security policy analyst is they're the policeman of the internet.
The policeman of the internet. So you guys are keeping our internet safe, and that's what you're learning how to do.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. So tell us about what you had to do specifically for the competition.
Well, so we actually had to present in a panel of judges at the Marriott Greenbelt Hotel with a lot of guests. For example, people who own engineering companies, Dr. Lenore Gant was there, so a lot of great speakers. She worked for the CIA, so a lot of great speakers.
Okay. So tell me about your experience, Ava.
So what we had to do for that, we had to create an oral presentation, a poster board, a website, and a brochure, and then present. We present once to all the judges, and then we present again in front of the whole crowd. We present to the other teams, the other people, and guests there, and the judges, and that's what they grade us on.
Okay. So Evan, tell me what you thought was the funnest or the most interesting part of the cybersecurity competition.
To me, I think on the first cybersecurity competition, before the one at the Marriott Hotel, the networking one, I thought the best thing and the most fun thing was making the LAN.
Okay. Okay, so you've also been involved in some other competitions as well, from what I hear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about that. What was your other competition?
The other competition was our solar system competition.
Solar system competition. Okay, so what did you do there?
Well, in our solar system competition, it was pretty much the basic criteria of the cyber competition with the same research paper, brochure, things of that nature. But it was solar system related, and so we had the topic of life on Mars.
Okay. So I'm guessing each of you took a different role on the team. So could you give us a little bit about what your individual jobs were? You can start with David.
Okay, mine was the creative part. Like I made the slides, made sure they were creative, presentable, had nice pictures for people to see to make them want to live on Mars. And I made the poster board. I got fun tape and stuff to make it appeal to people to live on Mars.
Wow, okay. What about you, Evan?
Well, mine was explaining like the technology and how you would communicate from Mars to Earth.
Okay. And what about you?
My part is using WordPress, which is a site that helps you create websites. So we created the Mars Pathfinder's website.
Awesome, awesome. So Evan, I'll leave the last question for you. What is one thing you would want to tell your classmates about the Patriots Center and why they might want to be a part of it?
Because it teaches you a lot about like technology, Lego engineering, flight simulator, gaming, and other fun stuff.
Wow. Well, you guys definitely sounded like you had a very great experience with the Patriots Center so far, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'd like to thank you guys so much. Congratulations on your win, and make sure you keep up the good work, and be sure to update us on any of your upcoming victories, because I know you're probably going to have many more wins in competitions. All right. Next is our news segment with Justice Flora, Christian Jenkins, and Julian Thomas. Take it away, guys.
Good evening, and welcome to the Bowie Showcase News. I'm Christian Jenkins.
I'm Justice Flora, and Julian Thomas is on location.
We are your hosts for the Bowie Showcase News. Today's show is all about summertime fun. During the show, parents and students are always looking for activities that are affordable, fun, exciting, and safe. Today we want to share with you a variety of summer activities that will spark your interest. We will share information on STEM, sports camps, vacation Bible school, summer safety tips, and much more. Let's start by finding out more about STEM. The Patriots Technology Center offers a 5-week STEM camp for 5th to 9th graders. The camp is located at Prince George's Community College. The camp began June 19th and runs through July 21st, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Aftercare is provided until 6 p.m. Registration is still open, so call today. The following workshops are offered: amusement park design, competition video and app design, Lego robotic and computer networking, cybersecurity, and flight aviation. Participants will attend flight trips and Six Flags Amusement Park, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, USDA, and the YMCA Thingamajig Convention, and the Microsoft Store at Pentagon City. Call to register 301-925-9350 or visit them on the web www.patriots-ttc.org. The Patriots Technology Center offers year-round STEM educational programs. When you call the Patriots, let them know you heard it here on Bowie's Showcase News. Guys, have you considered giving back to your community this summer? Volunteer. Volunteer opportunities are available for 6th through 12th graders. Make an impact in your community and earn student service learning hours at the same time. Contact your county volunteer center. The number for the Montgomery County Volunteer Center is 240-777-2600. And the Prince George's County Volunteer Center's number is 301-699-2800. Swimming is a fun for the entire family and a great way to get exercise before going swimming. Remember, these safety tips Swim in area supervised by lifeguards. Obey lifeguard instructions. Always swim with a buddy and drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Stay out of the water when you're very tired or overheated. Maryland National Park and Planning Commission pools throughout Prince George's County have free swimming for youth and teens, ages 6 to 17 on Fridays and Saturdays from June 24th to August 21st after 4 p.m. You must provide your free MNC PPC youth ID. Parental supervision is required for the youth ages 11 and under. Now let's go to Julian on location for more summertime fun.
Hello, and welcome to the Bowie Youth Showcase. I'm your fair reporter, and my name is Julian Thomas. There are two camps that I've researched for you. They are the sports camp at the Wayne K. Curry Sports and Learning Complex, and also the robotics camp. At the sports camp, you will do a variety of athletic activities, as well as doing arts and crafts. Did you catch that? And secondly, for the robotics camp, you would learn how to design, test, program, as well as push your robots through real-world applications. They only have 2-week sessions. I personally like the robotics camp because that's where I got my start in engineering. Back to you in the studio. Thanks, Julian, for sharing some summertime fun activities. Hello, I am Justice Flora, and I will be reporting on 2 summertime fun activities that you can enjoy this summer. If you love free activities, this first one is for you. It's called Golf, My Future, My Game in the Garvin Legacy Foundation. This is a free golf clinic and for children and women. There are 3 6-week sessions at the Marlton Golf Club in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. The sessions are held on Saturday mornings from 8:30 to 11 a.m. The first session has already started, so hurry and register now. The next 2 sessions begin on July 15th and August 26th. For more information, call 202-478-9644 or visit golfmyfuturemygame.org. Remember, it's free, so these spots will fill quickly. The next summertime fun activity is Maker Fun Factory Vacation Bible School at Wishstream Church. Vacation Bible School begins on Monday, July 24th and ends on Friday, July 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. each day. Come and join me there. I would love to meet you. Get ready to highlight your creativity and imagination to enter the Vacation Bible School Builder Contest. The contest is for anyone 3 years old to 12th grade. The contest ends on Wednesday, July 19th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, visit wishstreamchurch.org or call 301-955-1142. Remember, you heard it here first on Bowie Youth Showcase News. Hey Christian, I heard of a challenge we should consider called Tuesday Disconnect.
Tuesday Disconnect Challenge? What's that?
Yes, that's the challenge where you have to disconnect from all electronics on Tuesday all summer until the end of August.
What's in it for me?
On parents' terms, you could earn $100, like the students at where her school is, the principal is challenging her school.
Sounds like a deal. Let's do it. So what are we going to do without our electronics?
We could read a book, do some community service, go bowling, go skating, swimming, or a sporting event. What do you think?
I'm in. Now audience, it's up to you. Will you take the Tuesday Disconnect Challenge with us?
We want to hear from you if you are going to take the Tuesday Disconnect Challenge or have a story about a youth in the community that we can spotlight. Please email us at bysn.jcj@gmail.com. Thanks for joining us on this week's Bowie Youth Showcase News. We are your hosts, Justice Flora,
Christian Jenkins,
and Julian Thomas. See you next time, and remember, have fun this summer.
Welcome back. Thanks, Justice, Christian, and Julian for sharing your news stories. Our next guest is Marco Choice, beating all odds and overcoming obstacles. So, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. So, just tell us your story, man. It's very inspiring. I heard a lot about you. So let the audience know a little bit about you.
Well, again, my name is Marco Choice, and about 6 years ago, August 11th, it'd be 6 years, I had a motorcycle accident on August 11th, 2011. And I guess I can say that day kind of changed my whole entire life, actually. So with that process, after the accident happened, I was in the hospital for 2 months. So
wow.
The first month I was in ICU, and the second month I was in NRH. So that's like a rehabilitation type thing. And even through all of that, I had external fixators in my leg. So it's like metal rods going from my feet all the way up to my pelvis area to stabilize my bones.
Wow.
So I was like that for a while, and I was able to go home after the 2 months was up. So once I went home, I was there for a few weeks, then I came back for pretty much like a pre-op, sort of say, a pre-op at Washington Hospital. And the doctors pretty much were saying, well, it's like a 50-50 chance, more so 40-60, that I won't be able to walk again with the external fixators being in my leg.
Wow.
So that was an obstacle to overcome itself. And once I had the external fixators taken out of my leg, I want to say maybe like a few weeks after they said that, I had wounds that opened on my leg. So the wounds opened on my left leg, causing like probably about an inch or so different spots on my body, and they would not heal for anything. They were using all types of honey, they were using different types of bandages and different stuff like I've never even heard of, like silver actrate, silver nitrate, and everything pretty much on my leg, and nothing was causing it to heal.
Wow.
So at that time I still had a metal rod in my leg. That went on for about 2 years, about 2 years and a half. So they finally took the metal rod out. Once they took the metal rod out, I had one wound on my leg. So that one wound pretty much was taking a long time to heal, and it was just taking forever. So I was like, what's going on? What's going on? So no one could really answer the question, well, we don't know. That's all they pretty much said was, we don't know, we don't know. So I finally said, well, I let it go, and I still was dealing with the wound. Like I would go out, if I went on vacation, I couldn't get into the waters and different stuff like that because it would cause infection already that was inside my body. So I said, well, let me just talk to my Dr. Tassie. So it was one doctor, his name was Dr. Tassie, and he was the original doctor that pretty much went through like all my surgeries after everything else, like with NRH and prior to that. And he recommended me to another doctor, and she went in, she did MRI, and she's like, well, it's an infection inside your bone. She's like, it's an infection inside your bone that's been there for a while, and we'll actually have to go in to chip off a piece of the bone in order for it to stop. Wow. So I was like, well, why couldn't they just catch this in the beginning or whatnot? But I mean, like they were saying, a lot of times they overlook things. They'll think that they rectified the situation, but they didn't. So they went in, and once they went in and they went into the leg, they took the rod out. So no, they took they pretty much chipped up a little bit of the bone, and they went in and they were cleaning. So once they did that, she was pretty much saying, well, as far as your leg is, you probably won't be able to, you'll probably be in a wheelchair or stuck to the crutch pretty much for the rest of your life, only for the simple fact that you have so much torn tissue in your left leg, and like the ligaments and everything in your leg, it's pretty much done. So it's just nothing they can really do at this point. So with me, I've always been determined. Ever since the accident happened 6 years ago, like they said, I'll probably never be able to walk again, and I walked. And then they said, well, these wounds, they're just here. They probably never heal. We've seen people with these wounds before, and they never heal, and they healed. So with me, I was just determined to say, well, I won't let this stop me. So I want to say 6 or 7 months went by, and I still had the crutch. I was on the crutch, using that for a while. And then I said, you know what, let me just try to not use a crutch. And it hurt. Like the first couple months, like I would do it, but I knew if I didn't try, then it wouldn't be any progress. And that's pretty much with everything. If I didn't try, it wouldn't be any type of progress, and I'll just be stuck in the same place. So I was just so determined. So I was in school, and I was like, you know what? I said, there's no way I'm gonna graduate from college in a wheelchair. I was just so determined not to graduate college in a wheelchair. I went in with the wheelchair, and I went out pretty much on my own, like my own feet, no crutch, anything like that. Man. So
that is definitely a blessing to see you walk away from something like that. So so take us back to the day that it happened. What tell us the story. What happened?
Well, pretty much what happened was I was riding. I was by myself, and I went to go to a shop where my friend was, and he wasn't there. So as I was riding back, I seen a few of my other friends ride past. I was like, I know those guys, and I know where he lives. So I pretty much went back, and I went around. I can't remember the roads that we were on, but I was pretty much going to his house. And as I was going to his house, I was keeping straight. I see this truck. I never forget, it was on Cherry Tree. I see him kind of peeking out. I said, well, he sees me. He sees me. And I'm still going and whatnot at my normal rate. And then as I'm going at my normal rate, he starts to pull out in front of me, and he pulls out in front of me, and I T-bone his truck. Wow. So to give you kind of like an example, you have the regular truck, you have a huge trailer. In the middle, of course, you have a hitch that connects the trailer. So I was lucky enough to hit his hitch. Right. To fly like straight through, because the gap was probably about this much. The gap was probably about that much.
Big enough for you to
exactly like to fly through, because the gates on the truck were about 7 feet, 8 feet, and the truck, of course, itself was about, compared to where my motorcycle was, it was probably like 6 feet higher. We're about 5 or 6 feet higher. So if I would have hit either the truck or the trailer, I would have went head first and probably would have broke my neck or whatnot. So I was blessed enough to just go like straight through where the hitches were. Yeah. Definitely. So to make a long story short, when I was in the air, the way I landed on my leg, I had a compound fracture. So I landed on my leg, and my leg pretty much like snapped in half. Wow. And the first thing that ran through my mind was like, my mom was gonna kill me. My mom was gonna kill me because she warned me about the bike.
I'm sure she said a lot of stuff about the bike already.
Well, and the funny thing is, I think, because I was like responsible on the bike, I wasn't doing anything crazy. She was more so, she knew it wasn't my fault from the jump. So I think she was more so worried about me getting back on my feet or whatnot, because when the accident happened, I remained calm. I just remember me remaining calm. I was on the ground, tried to get up. Of course, I couldn't get up. They had to send a medevac unit to medevac me to PG Hospital, because I was losing blood, but I wasn't losing it at a rapid rate. Right. Because I was so calm. So
yeah, another blessing.
Yes. So they medevac me to PG, and then from PG they medevac me to shock trauma, and that's when everything pretty much started.
Wow. So through all of that, and despite all of that, you still managed to continue and finish college from where did you go to school?
So I went to Bowie State University. Okay. And even with Bowie State University, I didn't have any plans of going to school or college or anything like that. I was like, nah, I was like, college is not for me. I went through high school. I had decent grades. I said, I'm done with school. I was working. I was 18, and I was already a general manager at a Dunkin' Donuts. And they had 6 stores, and I was operating a store that was making like a lot of money. Okay. And with those stores, they ended up closing those stores down and moved to New York, and I had an opportunity to go there as well. But I was like, I'll think about it. And in between me thinking about it, I applied to Chick-fil-A and different jobs like that for a management position. And
so you ended up quitting your job, graduating from Bowie State.
Well, no, the accident happened. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So the accident happened.
I'm so sorry to cut you off. We have to wrap up, but we definitely want to bring you back on and continuing your story. That's definitely miraculous to see you standing here before us today. We really appreciate you coming out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for sharing with our audience that incredible story. And once again, we would like to thank all of our audience at home for watching. We hope you had a good time and enjoyed our show today. BYS is here to motivate, educate, and uplift our youth. See you next time.